Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is your...
We're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny Kaye.
Photo News Fix. This fix is brought to you by B&H. Did you know they launched a new live video chat feature on their website? That's right, you can get a live product specialist on video to answer your gear-related questions or show you the difference between this lens or this focal length and that focal length right there on video. Or get this, even help you find something in your menu or set up your camera. Now, I went undercover to test this out, and within 60 seconds, I was connected to a real live expert who was ready to answer my questions or help me solve a problem. Better yet, they didn't once try to sell me anything. They simply were there to help. Now, if you're not in New York or even in the United States for that matter, this is the best way to bring B&H directly to you. To talk to a B&H expert live, just look for the link on the screen or the one down below. And also leave a comment if you think that I should be a live expert at B&H and answer some calls one day. First up, I'm going to the moon.
You might want to clarify that.
And by going to the moon, I really mean I'm not going to the moon, but these 8 creatives are, as long as SpaceX can get their ship together. Get it? Play on words. So here's the story. A few years ago, a billionaire who goes by MZ paid SpaceX to purchase a space flight around the moon and take creatives along for the ride for free. Fast forward to a few days ago, and the crowd has officially been announced. The crew leader is, of course, MZ, and the rest of the crew consists of these 8 members. And if you're asking yourself if that's Steve Aoki, the answer would be, yeah, that's Steve Aoki. There's also 2 photographers, a filmmaker, a YouTuber by the name of Tim Dodd, who goes by Everyday Astronaut, as well as a few other members. MZ's goal in selecting artists and flying them around the moon on a 6-day journey is to inspire them to create something amazing. Oh, phone call. Hello? Oh, what's that? We've got audio of Steve Aoki dropping a fat-ass beat on the moon? Oh, you want me to demonstrate and reenact it for the people who can't see because you don't have video? All right, hold on, let me do that. Hold on, bye. All right, here's Steve Aoki DJing by the moon. Thank you. All jokes aside, could you imagine capturing the story of this mission and looking out your window and seeing the freaking moon behind you? You, a civilian, not an astronaut, not a NASA astronaut flying to the damn moon. That is pretty incredible. In my opinion, this is a huge risk. As the saying goes, space wants to kill you. That's to say, if you actually make it to outer space, because the rocket might fail.
Don't you put that evil on me!
Look, that's the reality these creators face. Are they willing to risk their life to do something that only a handful of people in the history of ever have done that we know of? We don't know about the prehistory before us, you know, the people that came before us or people that lived on Mars that then exited to go to Earth because they killed Mars, because they ruined one planet. It's a whole different story. The Earth is not flat.
Flat fact.
Now on the next FroKnowsPhoto Raw Talk podcast, I'm gonna dive in deeper on what I would have created if I was selected to fly around the moon. Now for those who don't know, the podcast comes out every Friday and is available wherever you get your podcasts, or head on over to FroKnowsPhoto.com/podcast to check out the new episodes. Next up, in a bizarre mishap by Nikon,
Oh shit, what?
a customer who purchased a 35 1.8Z somehow received a warranty card for an 85 1.2Z, a lens that has yet to be announced.
Has it happened before?
I actually think this happened to me once when I was working at Alan's Camera way back in the day, where there was a wrong warranty card in the box, and everyone said that that's not possible, and I must have put the wrong warranty card back in the wrong box. Well, can you say,
Vindicated.
oh, by the way, I probably put the wrong card in the box.
Stupid!
Nikon's current roadmap has an 85 on it, but it doesn't specifically say what the aperture is. One could only assume that it's going to be a 1.2, being that Nikon already has a 50 1.2Z and no 1.4Zs anywhere to be found. This has to be real, right? It's too odd and random not to be true. Nonetheless, if Nikon drops an 85 1.2 in the next few months, they might just beat Sony to the punch, being that Sony still doesn't have an 85 1.2 and their 85 1.4 flat out sucks. Go away, money truck, we don't want you anyway. If you're a Nikon shooter and you're still watching my videos for some reason, are you excited about this lens? And by the way, I'm happy that you're here, so I can keep making fun of you. But I'm still happy that you're here. And finally, Tim Apple of Cook Computers tweeted this love letter to Sony on December 12th that says, "We've been partnering with Sony for over a decade,
10 years.
to create the world's leading camera sensors for iPhone. Thanks to Ken and everyone on the team for showing me around the cutting-edge facility in Kumamoto today." So it seems, dating back to the iPhone 6, that Apple has been using Sony sensors. Now, this has been long suspected, but never publicly acknowledged. There's already been reports that the iPhone 15 will be equipped with Sony's newest state-of-the-art imaging sensor. Mac Rumors also goes on to say that Apple is working on a periscope telephoto lens for the iPhone 15. Now, this would mark the first time in the history of the world that a phone would use such a design. Dramatically long pause. You know, for Android users to fire up their keyboards in an attempt to skewer me in the comments and tell me that Androids already have periscoping lenses. Duh, no shit, got you. I guess the moral of the story here is Sony kind of rules the world when it comes to imaging sensors, right? And there you have it, that's your photo news fix this time around. To check out the last fix, go ahead and click on the screen right here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And that's where I'm gonna leave it. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.